Pineapple Pizza Podcast discusses the histories, cultures, and beliefs of regions around the world.
These stories often contain mature and sometimes disturbing content that may not be suitable for all audiences.
Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Pineapple Pizza Podcast, where we serve up slices of mythology, cryptozoology, and urban legends. It's an interesting combination of flavors. Weird, but it works. Today we'll be serving up a story by the slice.
Woohoo, the first one.
The first one. I'm your hostess, Ashley, and with me today, as always, are the witty and wonderful Lindsay and Emily.
Hi.
I switched your name order this time for funsies.
I know, I was like, I'm first? What?
Normally, I leave them alphabetical, but today I was like, no, flip it.
I'm gonna flip it.
I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want today, apparently. So what are you gonna do? All right, so today's story by the slice is cocaine hippos, and it's gonna be so much fun. All right, so just in case you didn't know, the person responsible for cocaine hippos was Pablo Escobar. There's a hippo here.
My hippo's gonna join the party.
So
they don't make that noise, but it's okay.
They can make whatever noise we want. It's a hippo party. Alright, so before Colombian narco-terrorist Pablo Escobar turned 30, he'd already invested more than $50 million, which, by the way, inflated for today's money, that's $220 million.
Oh my
That's
god.
gross.
Yeah, before he was 30, so I feel like a huge failure right now, and that's fine.
But you also didn't get your start by selling drugs.
Cocaine. Alright, we're not gonna go into Clapton. I'm gonna focus. So he invested that money to construct Hacienda Nápoles, a 7,500 acre luxury resort on the Magdalena River in Colombia. Nápoles boasted a landing strip, a road system, swimming pools, multiple artificial lakes, tennis courts, a bullfighting ring, a game room. Pause.
A bullfighting ring. Oh yeah, it also had a game room.
Had a game room and horse stables. Thank you very much.
Jeez Louise.
All I care about is the billiards. That's why I'm going.
Because the only thing I give a shit about is the zoo, which is what I was gonna say next.
Ooh.
Okay, so it also had a zoo, which housed more than 200 exotic animals, plus 5 life-size cement dinosaurs, which are still there, and yes, they are big enough that you can ride them.
Oh my god.
But they don't go anywhere because they're cement.
Yeah, but pictures.
This is true.
I'm an
Do it for
adult.
the gram, Em. Do it for the
Do it for the gram.
I'm an
Which
adult.
kind of gram? The cocaine?
Yes,
The Teddy gram.
the kilogram.
Oh,
He opened this zoo to the public for free, and they flocked to see antelopes, giraffes, zebras, exotic birds, elephants, and hippopotamuses. What? Quick note, if anyone out there is trying to mentally correct me on the plural form of the word hippopotamus, get out of here, because the preferred plural is hippopotamuses, not hippopotami, because it originated from Greek, not Latin. Boom. Boom shakalaka. By the way, the Greek word hippopotamos means water horse or river horse, so take that. I know things. Thank you, Oxford Dictionary. Because they were purchased with cocaine money, the hippos came to be known as cocaine hippos. They do not contain cocaine. I cannot emphasize enough.
that we know of.
I cannot emphasize enough that even though he put cocaine in a lot of weird stuff, he didn't put any in these hippos.
Oh no.
Give a new meaning to drug mules.
Drug river horse.
Drug river horse.
After Escobar was killed in 1993, Nápoles was seized by the authorities, and many of the zoo's exotic species were captured and relocated to various zoos throughout the world. However, the 4 hippos, 1 male and 3 females, proved to be too difficult to capture for transport. So, they were just like, all right, guess we're not doing this. Have fun. This would prove to be a huge error in judgment because those hippos ended up breeding rapidly. As of January 2021, researchers estimated there to be approximately 80 hippos in the Magdalena River Basin, although other researchers have put the number as high as 120.
Wow.
That's a lot of very large animals.
Yeah.
In a region that doesn't have animals that large.
So you know how everybody's always like, oh, they fucked like rabbits? Maybe we should be saying they fucked like hippopotamuses. Just putting it out there. Mm-hmm. There are a number of reasons why cocaine hippos have thrived in Colombia despite being a non-native species. One major factor is the lack of natural predators in Colombia. Yeah, turns out it makes it far easier for them to reproduce and for their offspring to survive to adulthood. While a full-grown hippo has very few natural predators, they have been known to be killed by lions occasionally in Africa. But making it to adulthood can be extremely challenging because young hippos are hunted by lions, leopards, hyenas, and crocodiles. So it's like in Africa, they've got all of these obstacles that they need to overcome, and they just don't have that in Colombia. Cocaine hippos don't contend with the first 3 predators on that list. They do have some crocodiles, but the population is very low in the Magdalena River Basin. So it's like, even there, not that many crocodiles.
Yep.
We may see that crocodile.
A crocolakin.
That's what I was going to say. The crackalakins are going to be crackalackin', if you know what I mean.
We may see that crackalackin population start to go up.
Oh.
Maybe.
There's a food source now that wasn't there before.
Oh.
That's called ecology, bitches. Things they go in waves. Yeah. It's the predator and prey. They have waves. Sorry.
It's okay. Another big factor is the difference in weather patterns. In Africa, droughts routinely impact the hippo population because if a hippo's skin is dry for too long, it leads to dehydration and death.
Can relate.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
me too. But Colombia's climate is far more hospitable for these large semi-aquatic mammals. The country's average annual rainfall is anywhere from 40 to 70 inches, but the central Magdalena River Valley routinely averages 100 inches of rain per year. And that, my friends, is a hippopotamus paradise.
Been spending most of our lives
Living in a hippo
paradise.
Pretty much. These conditions are so favorable that, according to biologist Natalie Castelblanco, cocaine hippos have started breeding at earlier ages than their African counterparts. The study conducted by Castelblanco and her colleagues indicates that the cocaine hippo population will reach over 1,400 by the year 2034.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hippos! Unfortunately, cocaine hippos are having a disruptive impact on the Colombian environment. Their waste is affecting the oxygen levels in bodies of water, not the oxygen waters. Which is having a negative impact on various species of fish, as well as raising concerns of possible disease transmission to other animals and humans.
Yeah, poop
Yeah.
water.
Not good.
Not good.
Plus, they are displacing native species like the manatee that are already in danger of extinction.
No, not the manatees. Not the mermaids.
Scientific studies have also found that the hippos are damaging crops in the Magdalena River area too.
Well,
So,
yeah, that's
there's a lot going on.
big ass to lay down on top of a crop, and if you have a whole bunch of them.
Well, that and hippos are, they're mostly herbivores, so it's like they're probably eating some of the crops. for being honest. You know, they do really like their fruits and veggies.
Mm-hmm.
They can eat some meat, but it's not common, so they're mostly they're herbivores. Cocaine hippos have been known to pose a danger to humans they come into contact with as well, often chasing people and seriously injuring one man in May 2020. There have been no human fatalities in Colombia yet, although a 2016 BBC study found that African hippos kill at least 500 people a year.
What?
Damn.
Seriously?
Hippos are very aggressive, so if they feel threatened or if they feel that you are in their territory, they might attack you, yeah.
Ooh, and then your head becomes that watermelon.
Damn.
They got a very powerful jaw. Don't get in there.
Like a really big butt.
Yes. You don't want to throw down with a hippo, it turns out. It's not a good idea.
Mm-mm.
Researchers and local officials are looking at various options to determine what can be done to reduce the hazards posed by cocaine hippos. Biologist Enrique Ordonez is in favor of a sterilization program, but there are also many scientists saying the species needs to be culled. Public opinion in Colombia appears to be firmly against a cull, which may be partially because the hippos themselves are an endangered species.
Oh, yeah. But they also don't belong there. It's an invasive species at this point.
I mean, maybe, but also I like them, so I don't want anyone to kill the hippos.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was literally just an update published. So on October 20th, 2021, a freshly issued article appeared in Newsweek with an announcement that a historic court ruling was just made in which cocaine hippos will now be legally recognized as people in the eyes of the law, so they cannot be culled, and sterilization efforts will be the only permissible means of population control unless that gets reversed.
Wow.
I have thoughts, but I'm going to keep them to myself.
Well, just so you know, part of the reason the public is so firmly against this is that actually there was one of these hippos that was killed. So the hippo, who I guess locals had named Pepe, was shot and killed by the Colombian army in 2009 because it was deemed to be a threat to the local community. And following its death, the public outcry resulted in, obviously, legal maneuvers to protect the species. So they have actually killed one of the hippos, and the public did not take it well.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine if these things were to start attacking the public, though, that opinion would probably swing pretty quickly if people start to realize that these things are a threat.
Mm-hmm.
They're cute, and they are animals, and they are endangered, and they deserve to be saved, but they don't belong there.
Well, and I'm sure, like you said, if they realize kind of how they behave in their native country of Africa, and they were to start to exhibit those types of behaviors as far as attacking people, then yeah.
Well, they have attacked people in Colombia. They just haven't killed anybody.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Like, if they actually, like, ended up killing some people, then yes, I think public opinion would very quickly change.
So anyway, that's cocaine hippos with a very recent update in the last, week.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting case. It's a really interesting story. The fact that it was linked to Pablo Escobar is huge. And it's kind of cool to see them in a new area and that they were able to establish themselves so well.
Yeah, well, like I said, there's a lot of reasons that they're doing super well in Colombia, so I don't know what's going to end up happening as they played out. They did try sterilizing them before, and it's just really difficult to capture them. Hippos are just super difficult to even capture, so I guess it'll really depend on what strategy they attempt to implement to try to pull this off. Hopefully, they can come up with something workable to manage the population without having to kill all of them. But really, the ideal thing to do would be to build a time machine, go back and capture the first 4, and take them somewhere else.
You know what? I think that actually really is the best option. I like that. Somebody needs to get to work on that.
Yeah, someone build a time machine right now. I don't know who was like, this is too hard, just let him go. But you messed up.
That person doesn't have a job anymore.
Probably you were wrong.
You done fucked up.
Ooh, so ingredients for this bonus dish were sourced from Shaun Atwood's book, Pablo Escobar Beyond Narcos, Juan Pablo Escobar's book, Pablo Escobar, My Father, an article by Jack Guy, Colombia's cocaine hippos must be culled, scientists say, but not everyone agrees, from CNN, an article from the BBC by Fernando Duarte called Pablo Escobar, Why Scientists Want to Kill Colombia's Hippos, Wikipedia, a page on the climate of Colombia from Encyclopedia Britannica, a page on the hippo from the San Diego Zoo website, and finally, the Newsweek article I just mentioned by Samantha Berlin, Pablo Escobar's Colombian hippos are legally people, court ruling.
Very nice.
What? I love cocaine hippos.
It's a cool story. And they're so cute.
I love them.
Cute.
A whole bunch.
Until they attack you and sit on your face.
I don't care if they attack me.
if I could go any way, it would be my hippo.
If I do something wrong and a hippo kills me, that's probably my fault. So
It's on me.
I accept it. Anyway, thank you for coming to visit our beautiful pizzeria and enjoying an energizing slice of cocaine hippos. Pineapple Pizza Podcast. Sweet and cheesy. Not everyone understands our awesomeness, but we're glad that you do? ?
If you're enjoying the show and you'd like to help support us, check out our TeePublic shop for some amazingly fun and funny merch.
Or if you want to do a one-time donation, you can do that on buymeacoffee.com and buy us a fresh slice, because we can never get enough.
Of basically anything, if we're being honest.
If you absolutely love the show and you want to check out some fantastic bonus content, you can become a donor on Patreon and earn all kinds of amazing benefits. We have 3 tiers to accommodate almost any budget.
The $3 Mythbuster, $7 Cryptid Hunter, and $15 Storyteller.
Become a patron today and start enjoying all the perks and extra content right away.
Don't forget, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at PineAppPizzaPod. That's PineApp, APP, Pizza Pod.
You can also send us questions, comments, and topic ideas at pineappizzapod@gmail.com. Remember, there's the 2 P's in app. Otherwise, you're emailing someone else, and I don't want to be held responsible for that.
Thanks for stopping in for some deliciously weird morsels, and just remember, no matter how you slice it,
You're awesome.
And we love you.